Let's talk about Cameroon first. Cameroon and DR Congo. We now know that we are playing DR Congo on Sunday. The Cameroon team looked really out of place. I expected more from them.
Yeah, you can. It's a playoff game. It's a
Yeah,
knockout game. So what the Congolese were able to do was that they defended strongly
yeah,
and then they believed in their abilities. And I was even surprised to see Aaron Wan-Bissaka there
yeah.
yesterday because he was hoping he was going to play for the English national team, the Three
Three
Lions.
Lions. Yeah.
But it's now dawned on him at the age of 27 that he would
That
never make the team.
it
So
was not going to
he
happen,
had
of
to
course.
he had to go back to his roots.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to facing them on
on
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah, so I predicted that it was Cameroon we're going to be facing, but I'm always happy to be proven wrong.
Yeah.
Anything can happen in the game of football. So I really wish the Super Eagles the best of luck,
Mm.
and then they have to understand now that the DR Congo national team are not a
You
walkover.
walk over, of course.
You saw
Yeah.
what they did to Cameroon.
Mm.
You know that they are very good defensively. So it's the onus is on us not to concede first.
Yeah.
So if we can dominate the game
And not waste our
and not
chances.
waste our
Yeah.
chances, then we'll
Yeah.
have a very good chance of qualifying. But kudos to the Cameroonian team to the fought well.
Okay, so let's look at the game for Sunday. Let's look at the Super Eagles game on Sunday against DR Congo. DR Congo pulled an upset here, an upset when they knocked out Cameroon. We all expected Cameroon to to win that game, but somehow DR Congo were able to get the better of Cameroon. We face them on Sunday. What do you think we should be careful of on Sunday?
Now, firstly, we should be careful of the same mistakes that many Cameroonian fans made because
Mm,
they tend to have written the Leopards of DR Congo up.
yes,
But the truth is that they are also a well stacked team.
yes,
You understand? They have footballers who are playing at the highest level of football
yes.
in the top five leagues in
In
Europe.
Europe, yeah.
You understand? So they are also a very good team. And at a point in time, I felt the game was going to go to extra time
Mm,
simply because of Andre Onana's heroics.
yeah,
Because twice he had to even deny Mbuemo.
yeah.
You understand? So it was, you know, the fact that we still do not know too much about the um, DR Congo team is an indictment of the fact that we don't follow them and not because they are not good. They're
Mm,
actually a very interesting team. They have
yeah.
very good players.
Yeah. So for me, this is a team that has players scattered all across Europe and Africa, and because of that, they will be coming in with a certain level of experience and professionalism. You see, players like Bakambu, who played in some top clubs in France, players like Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who played for Manchester United.
He's left now. He used to play
He
for Manchester
played for
United.
Man United.
Yes, he's now in West Ham.
It's now with West Ham. Twanzebe also was formerly at Manchester
Manchester United.
United. And Wissa, who had a fantastic season with Brentford himself and Brian
Brian
Mbuemo
Mbuemo.
before he moved to Newcastle. So they have a crop of very experienced and exposed players.
Yes, they that's the word. They have very exposed and well coached,
Players, yeah,
players. Aaron Bissaka, for example, is one of the best one-on-one defenders in the world. You
yeah,
understand? So I don't think that we should be looking at embarrassing him and beating him
mm,
before sending the boy to the box.
yeah,
If it's just like Ashley Cole when you were playing
mm,
against Chelsea or Arsenal of old.
yeah,
If you got to Ashley Cole's wing, you know that you are not looking at beating him before crossing.
yes.
If you have a chance to cross into um
You do that, yeah,
the box,
mm,
you do that. You understand?
yeah.
So it's going to be a very a good game, and that's why I'm partly happy because of the test that um,
Gabonese give to us
the
initially, yeah.
Gabonese national team gave to us because
Mm,
it will reset our system to understand that these guys are not pushovers. We have to
mm,
be at the top of our game for
mm.
us to have anything to do because you cannot tell me that one of the best clubs in England today is Newcastle United, and you
Yeah.
cannot tell me that one of their top players who is playing for them and is a striker
Mm.
would not be will not pose a danger
danger
our
to our
defensive
defense.
line,
Yes.
especially with our goalkeeper who is a walking time bomb, Bahubali.
Yeah. So I'm sure that Calvin Bassey should know Wisa a lot.
He
Yeah,
should
should
do,
be
yeah, he
used to
should
him.
do his
So
homework.
yeah, and I'm sure the technical team also would have had time to sit down and study that game against Cameroon and know what to look out for. We hope that we have enough video analysts in the Super Eagles team to analyze the Congolese team and find out how we can be better. But I think that um, individual talent, Nigeria has some of the most talented players in Africa, really. Our problem has always been how to get them to play together. And with the form of Victor Osimhen, there's really nobody we cannot play against in Africa.
Yeah, this is it. I've said this. This is just an easy solution.
Yeah,
We should get a goalkeeper who is level-headed,
yeah,
and then we should have a very strong defense. That
mm,
way, we can beat any team in Africa.
yeah,
You understand? Because
yeah,
I think the most talented team in Africa right now is this Senegalese national team. You
yeah.
understand? But we can still beat them if we are defensively strong.
True,
You understand? We don't have
true.
to play the Barcelona way
Mm,
where you concede 3 and score 8. We want to play like the Inter Milan team that will score you 1 and not allow you score, or even the Arsenal team.
yeah.
One of the reasons Arsenal is where they are today in the league and the Champions League is
The
because they are
defensive
incredibly
strength
hard
that they
to
have,
score
yeah, to score
against.
against, yeah.
You understand? So
Yeah.
if you are hard to score against, you definitely have an advantage, even a psychological advantage, because your opponents know that if you score them, they will not be able to score,
Yeah.
and that would get them to make mistakes. 3 of the 4 goals we scored yesterday against Gabon
Were mistakes,
were
yeah.
via mistakes
Mistakes, yeah.
because of the pressure that we put on them. Make no mistake about this. The
Yeah.
players were confused because of our relentless pressure and pressing,
Pressing, yeah.
which is kudos to Osimhen, who led that pressing.
Yeah.
You understand the point? So if you are playing against Arsenal, for example, now you already believe that once they score, the game is over.
It's over, yeah.
Once they get cornered, the game is over. That takes a psychological toll on their opponent, such that these mistakes would now happen.
And of course, the fact that we are just Nigeria, whether you like it or not, is another very intimidating thing for these African teams, because we are the giants of Africa. Although you can debate that if you want, but we are still the giants of Africa, and that alone should give us a psychological edge
Boost,
when we meet any of these teams. So DR Congo face Nigeria on Sunday, 8 p.m. Nigerian time. We hope that by 10 p.m. that night we will be celebrating and that we have made it to the
continental
confederation and continental.
So I do think that Bar Chukwueze and maybe Ademola Lookman, we should start with the same lineup that we did in this game.
Yeah.
And then Bahubali has to be, we have to seriously talk to Stanley Nwabali,
Yeah.
No disrespect to him.
We just need 90 minutes of cool-headedness.
When we call him Bahubali, it's just a funny wordplay on his name. You understand? So no disrespect to him. He's still our goalkeeper, our number one. Yeah. But we have to talk to him. He doesn't have to make us feel like he's a walking time bomb. You understand the point?
Yeah.
And then to go back to what I said before, when you play some teams, you already have some psychological effects. For example, when you are playing a Chelsea and they have a penalty and you have Kopama on the pitch, you know that he's definitely going to score. I think he has only missed once or thereabouts.
Yeah.
You understand the point? So that is how I think we should have a team structure in Nigeria. We ought to have a very strong defense, can now translate into strength in other areas.
So Victor Osimhen, Ako Adams, Alexander Iwobi, Wilfred Ndidi, Calvin Bassey, my guy, and of course Benjamin Frederick. We need just another 90 minutes. The same commitment we saw against Congo, Gabon rather, we just demand that for another 90 minutes on Sunday, and of course we'll be through. And when we get to the Inter Confederation playoffs, that's another ball game entirely.
To the NFF, I hope you are not owing these guys. I hope you are not owing these guys, because we don't want them to boycott any training before the final. Pay them what they are due. Pay them what they are due, because the likes of Amaju Pinnick, before he handed the baton over to Ibrahim Gusau, they earn their salaries, they earn their allowances, other emoluments, extra codes rather, and every other thing. So the same should apply. What is good for
The
the
goose
goose
is good for the
is
gander.
good for the gander,
Mm.
and what is good in Greece
Yeah.
is good in Uganda.
Yes.
You get.
Fantastic. Now, if you see the level of celebration in Nigeria on Thursday night, you realize that football is something that unifies this
If
country.
they had given all Nigerians 20,000 naira each yesterday, they would not have celebrated as
The way
much
we
as that.
celebrated that
I
game. So,
slept like a baby.
so the football federation should realize that if they do anything that jeopardizes what we've done so far, it will not be funny.
Of
It will not be
course.
funny. So we hope that they do everything they can to ensure that the boys are motivated and ready to go out there on Sunday. And of course, maybe not trash, but just
We just need
give
it. We
us
just need.
the
We should
victory
not be greedy.
on
If we
Sunday.
had problems beating Rwanda, Lesotho, South
Mm,
Africa in the group stage, even Benin
yeah.
Republic, then let's be honest now.
Mm,
We're not looking at trashing the Leopards of DR Congo. We just want a 1 or 2 goal victory, and we are done.
yeah. All right. So let's do predictions for Sunday quickly.
2-1 because
Looks like we'll concede, right?
Nwabali is a walking time bomb.
Okay, so
That's
2-1
just it.
prediction. Let me do 3-1. Let me do 3-1. Hoping that Osimhen will get a brace, or even get a hat trick, and
He
of course,
can, he can. He's a good
become one of the
striker.
best. He's one of the best strikers in Africa right now, whether you like. So that's it for the game on Sunday. Thank you for being a part of the show today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel Sports Unfiltered. You can also share on all of your other social media platforms. Your like and subscription is free, it costs you nothing. It just goes a long way to encourage us on the show. Till we see you again on Monday to discuss the games. And we hope that we will be celebrating when we come again on Monday. And of course, on Sunday, Nigerian League Game Insurance will be taking on Kano Pillars. We'll be there in the stadium
Yeah, we'll be there
live.
live. Yeah.
And of course, we'll bring you excerpts from that particular game. Thank you, and God bless you.